Hey everyone, welcome back to Nerd Society. Today, we're diving into the Man of Steel's greatest enemies, the villains who have pushed Superman to his limits time and time again. From alien warlords to criminal masterminds, these are the most dangerous foes to ever challenge the last son of Krypton. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite Superman villain, and subscribe to the channel for more superhero content. Now let's get into it. Mongul. Superman has faced many powerful alien foes over the years, but few have left a mark quite like the intergalactic warlord Mongul. Originally the ruler of the gladiator-filled space station known as War World, Mongul crossed paths with the Man of Steel in a battle that would soon become deeply personal. His immense strength, tactical mind, and ruthless nature made him one of Superman's most relentless adversaries. One of Mongul's most infamous attacks came when he ambushed Superman in the Fortress of Solitude on his birthday, using the deadly Black Mercy, a parasitic alien plant that trapped the hero in a dreamlike fantasy world. Beyond his cunning strategies, Mongul is also one of the few villains capable of matching Superman physically. His overwhelming power has been passed down through his lineage, as other members of his family have carried on his brutal legacy under the same name. Ultraman. Superman has battled several dark reflections of himself over the years, but none are as dangerous as Ultraman. Unlike failed clones or vengeful imposters, Ultraman hails from an alternate reality known as Earth 3, a twisted mirror of the DC universe. In this world, he leads the Crime Syndicate, a ruthless group of supervillains who rule their planet with an iron fist. As the evil counterpart to Superman, Ultraman embodies everything the Man of Steel stands against: power without compassion and strength without restraint. While Ultraman possesses the same incredible abilities as Superman, there is one key difference: his relationship with kryptonite. Instead of being weakened by it, Ultraman is actually empowered by kryptonite, consuming it like an addict to increase his strength. Parasite. Several characters have taken on the mantle of Parasite over the years, but one of the most iconic is Rudy Jones. Originally a janitor at Star Labs, Jones underwent a horrifying transformation after exposure to radioactive waste, turning into a monstrous being that could drain the life force of others to sustain himself. His insatiable hunger for energy made him a formidable threat, forcing him into countless clashes with Superman and other heroes. What made Parasite especially dangerous was his ability to absorb not just life energy, but also the powers and abilities of those he touched. This made him one of Superman's deadliest foes, as he could temporarily steal the Kryptonian strength, speed, and other abilities, leaving the Man of Steel weakened and vulnerable. Cyborg Superman. Hank Henshaw was once a brilliant astronaut whose life took a tragic turn in a story that serves as a dark parallel to Marvel's Fantastic Four. After a disastrous space mission resulted in the loss of his crew and loved ones, Henshaw's consciousness survived by merging with technology. Blaming Superman for not saving his family, he used his newfound ability to control and manipulate machinery to construct a powerful new Kryptonian body crafted using genetic material from Kal-El's rocket. As Cyborg Superman, Henshaw exists for one sole purpose: to ruin Superman's legacy by wearing his face and emblem while spreading destruction. One of his most infamous acts was the annihilation of Co-City during the Return of Superman storyline, a catastrophic event that reshaped the DC universe. Metallo. The radioactive remnants of Superman's homeworld, known as kryptonite, are one of the few substances capable of weakening and even killing the Man of Steel. The villain Metallo became one of the greatest threats to Superman by weaponizing this weakness, as a cybernetic body is powered by a kryptonite heart. The most well-known version of Metallo is John Corbin, a corrupt reporter who was fatally injured in an accident. Saved by a scientist against his will, Corbin was transformed into a kryptonite-fueled cyborg. As Metallo, he developed a long-standing vendetta against Superman, using his radioactive core to weaken the hero in battle. General Zod. While Superman is often called the last son of Krypton, he is not the only Kryptonian to survive the planet's destruction. General Zod was once a high-ranking warrior and a dangerous criminal, sentenced to the Phantom Zone along with his most loyal followers. When he eventually escaped, he gained the same incredible powers as Superman under Earth's yellow sun, making him one of the Man of Steel's most formidable enemies. What makes General Zod even more dangerous is his advanced military training, ruthless nature, and unwavering belief in Kryptonian supremacy. Unlike Superman, who is raised with human values, Zod sees Earth as a world to conquer rather than protect. His impact extends beyond comics, as he has appeared in numerous live-action adaptations, cementing his legacy as one of Superman's greatest foes. Brainiac. While Superman has made plenty of enemies on Earth, some of his deadliest foes come from beyond the stars. One of the most dangerous is Vril Dox, a brilliant scientist from the planet Kalu who merged with the advanced artificial intelligence known as Computo. This fusion transformed him into Brainiac, a cybernetic being driven by a cold, relentless pursuit of knowledge and control over the universe. Brainiac's twisted obsession with collecting knowledge led him to shrink and bottle entire cities, most famously, Kandor from Krypton, before erasing their original worlds from existence. His actions have placed both Superman and Earth in grave danger countless times, as he constantly seeks to expand his collection and eliminate those who stand in his way. Brainiac's influence even extends beyond a single universe, threatening the multiverse itself in major events like Convergence, making him one of Superman's most fearsome and enduring adversaries. Darkseid. The new god known as Darkseid is the tyrannical ruler of Apocalypse and one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe. His brutal invasion of Earth in the New 52 continuity led to the formation of the Justice League, though his menace extends across multiple realities. While Darkseid is a threat to countless heroes, his rivalry with Superman is particularly intense, as the Man of Steel is one of the few beings capable of physically standing against him. Over the years, Darkseid has pushed Superman to his limits, not just through raw strength, but through psychological warfare as well. His infamous Omega beams, unmatched strategic mind, and godlike abilities make him nearly unstoppable. One of his most personal attacks on Superman came when he briefly corrupted Supergirl, turning her into an apocalyptic warrior under his command. Darkseid's relentless pursuit of ultimate control and his status as a cosmic conqueror ensure that he remains one of Superman's most dangerous and enduring foes. Doomsday. The death of Superman is one of the most iconic comic book storylines, receiving international attention when it was first released. In this pivotal tale, the Man of Steel faces his most dangerous and brutal opponent, the monstrous being known as Doomsday. The battle between Superman and Doomsday wreaked havoc on Metropolis, with the two exchanging devastating blows that pushed both their endurance and power to the limit. Doomsday's origins were eventually revealed to be as terrifying as the creature himself. He was a genetically modified Kryptonian, created to be the ultimate killing machine. His brutal nature made him an unstoppable force of nature, leading to Superman's apparent death after their epic confrontation. Lex Luthor. One of Superman's first and most enduring foes is the brilliant yet villainous scientist known as Lex Luthor, who evolved into the ruthless corporate genius we recognize today. When Superman first arrived in Metropolis, Luthor saw it as a personal affront to his control over the city, and his hatred for the Man of Steel grew deeper when he learned of Superman's alien heritage. This xenophobic resentment fueled much of his animosity toward the Kryptonian hero. Despite lacking any superhuman abilities, Lex Luthor's intellect and cunning have allowed him to devise some of the most dangerous threats Superman has ever faced. He created a powerful battle armor and has allied with other villains, including Darkseid, to wage his war against Superman. Luthor's villainous impact on the DC universe expanded even further when he assumed the role of Apex Lex, threatening the very fabric of reality itself. That's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Superman's greatest villains. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more superhero content. Let me know in the comments which villain you think is the most dangerous for Superman. Until next time, keep being awesome and stay super.